Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. The man alleged to have reached for a deputy's gun and used a child as a human shield is being arraigned today on 7 felony charges, including attempted murder, kidnapping, and child abuse. On Thursday at around 11:30 p.m., a deputy from the Morongo Basin Station attempted a traffic stop on a Hyundai traveling eastbound on 29 Palms Highway near Barbary Avenue in Yucca Valley. The deputy said that the driver, identified as Robert Richardson, a 24-year-old resident of Moreno Valley, reached for a weapon in sight of the car, then attempted to take the deputy's firearm, at which point a struggle began, and Richardson returned to the car and fled, leading a pursuit. Deputies say that Richardson drove eastbound and often drove into oncoming traffic, driving into the direct path of 6 vehicles before the pursuit ended on 29 Palms Highway and California Avenue in Joshua Tree. Deputies say that Richardson then exited the vehicle with a juvenile and held the victim between himself and law enforcement, making homicidal threats to the child. A struggle ensued as sheriff's deputies separated Richardson from the juvenile, and they say they eventually detained the suspect. Robert Richardson is being arraigned today in San Bernardino County Court on felony charges of attempted murder, kidnapping, causing or permitting a child to suffer, false imprisonment, felony evading, and 2 charges of resisting arrest. He remains held on $50,000 bail. The Morongo Basin Station is seeking witnesses to the arrest and the pursuit. If you saw any part of the incident, they ask that you contact 760-366-4175. The 29 Palms City Council met last night to consider reallocating remaining funds from the Navigation and Resource Center to improve the lives of the city's unhoused community. Reporter Annalise Kuiper joins us with more.
Concerning the reallocation of funds to clean up blight, the recommendation is that the City Council approve reallocating the remaining $30,510 of the Navigation and Resource Center and shower funds to residential, commercial, vacant land and homeless camp cleanup. An hour of public comment ensued. Basically, everyone agreed that the homeless should be treated with dignity and respect, pointing out that sometimes all that stands between homelessness and gainful employment is the chance to take a shower and wear clean clothes. The City Council was urged to wait with their decision to reallocate the funds until Reach Out could present a plan in 2 weeks for sustainable long-term assistance to the homeless. It was argued that the $30,510 could better be used to assist the unhoused than to clean up one unsightly property. In the end, the council voted 4-1 to reallocate the funds and begin cleaning up the blight immediately. Staff presented the preliminary 2-year general fund budget for fiscal year 2025-26 and 2026-27 for initial City Council review and direction. Staff is recommending using fiscal year 2024-25 as the baseline for the 2-year budget, which includes maintaining all programs at current levels. Questions were raised about a survey on strategic planning for the budget and where that could be found. Interested parties were directed to the city's website and instructed to click on strategic planning at the bottom of the page. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
A new fast food restaurant may soon occupy the former Pizza Hut building. Here's reporter Adeline J. Wells with more from last night's Yucca Valley Planning Commission meeting.
Last night's Yucca Valley Planning Commission meeting began with a public hearing on a Class 3 home occupation permit for private music lessons and music composition. The lessons will be held within an accessory dwelling unit with a maximum of 5 customers daily. The Planning Commission approved the permit without issue, complimenting the applicant for going through the town steps prior to running a business from the home. The Commission then considered an exterior color change application for Taqueria El Comandante. Last night was the 4th time the Commission reviewed the item, which had been continued due to a bright color palette non-compliant with the commercial design guidelines. The applicant was in attendance, and the commission continued the item, recommending that he work with staff to create a visual proposal that falls within the parameters set by the town. Lastly, town staff provided the commission with the land development update. An architect contacted Building and Safety regarding building plan requirements to convert the former Pizza Hut building to an El Pollo Loco. The town is still waiting to hear whether the vertical bridge monopine project will move forward, and Walmart has entered the CEQA review process for its fuel station and convenience store. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
Last night, the Morongo Unified School District Board of Trustees held their regular meeting at Joshua Tree Elementary School. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has this recap for us today.
The meeting began with the board recognizing 29 Palms High School valedictorian Emil Escobal, salutatorian Vanessa Tran, and Yucca Valley High School valedictorian Jaden Cadweising, each of them receiving a certificate of appreciation. Assistant Superintendent of Business Services Sharon Flores gave an update on Bond Measure C issuances, citing significant savings for taxpayers. Flores said,
The $88 million in voter-approved bonds will be sold in the bond market in 3 issuances over the next 10 years. The bond rating assigned to the district by Moody's came in with a grade AA3 rating. The first bond issuance of $32 million was sold in the bond market on April 3rd. The projected true interest cost was estimated to be 4.364%. The actual true interest cost at the time of the sale was 4.311, which reduced the cost of the bond repayment for the taxpayers by $436,837. The bond sale closed on April 17 and the funds were deposited in the county treasury. So we do have the first round in the county treasury.
Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education Amy Woods reported that since MUSD applied for the Community Schools Grant, Oasis Elementary School has been awarded $1.4 million to be paid over the course of the next 5 years. For action items, the board approved resolutions for May 1st as School Principals Day and May 6th as Day of the Teacher. During board comments, Area 1 trustee Carrie Lee Hargrove announced her resignation in amicable spirit, planning to return to her role as a teacher at La Contenta Middle School.
Thank you for the fun. It was always a good time. Thank you to the voters who supported me, but for personal reasons, I need to be with students. That's where I make my impact. Thank you, Dr. Vargas, for dealing with me. You got it pretty rough. Sharon, we had a good time. Miss Woods, Amy, that was good.
Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Gabriel Hart.
And finally, Grubstake Day is coming, and the town of Yucca Valley is inviting all high desert runners to sign up for the 34th annual Grubstakes Run. The popular event, happening throughout Yucca Valley on Memorial Day weekend, includes a 10K run, 5K run, and 2K walk, set for Sunday, May 25th. Registration is open to runners of all fitness levels. The run begins at 8 a.m. on that Sunday, and both begins and ends at Yucca Valley High School Stadium. You can check in on the race day, but sign-ups are available now for $35 at yucca-valley.org or at the Yucca Valley Community Center. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmetz.